this is Sean with Lucas Equine. Today we're going to demonstrate how to install 2x6 tongue and groove boards into our channel frame. If you want to point the camera down here and show everybody what that looks like, you'll notice that there's a channel frame on all four sides. In this case, this is one leg of a French window with an arch in the top. A couple of pointers before we get started, you're going to notice an 8-inch notch at the bottom and a 3-inch wedge plate, and we'll discuss that here in just a minute. Greg, who's our cameraman today, he's actually already cut our wood and has ripped the boards to the exact lengths that they need to be. So we're going to get started on explaining how this works. We know the dimension from edge of frame to edge of frame is 19 inches. We also know that the thickness of the channel is 1/8 of an inch. So we're going to take 1/8 of an inch for the left side and 1/8 of an inch for the right side. That dimension is now 18 3/4. That's the space that we're working with for the wood. We know that this is yellow pine 2x6 tongue and groove, and we know that the face of the board measures roughly 5 inches. We want to use 2 full boards in this case. So we're going to take our 18 3/4, we're going to minus 10 inches, and that gives us 8 3/4. That leaves us 2 boards. We're going to take that 8 3/4, divide it by 2, which is 4 3/8. That's what you're going to rip the boards on. Now, one thing that you want to pay attention to, this end board, we're also going to have to rip it just a little bit shorter. We know that this tongue is about 3/8 of an inch. So when you go to rip this, you want to add 3/8 of an inch to that dimension. And I'll get into that here in just a second. So since Greg has already ripped and prepped all of our wood, I'm going to demonstrate how to get this wood inside the frame. So you're going to take your first board, place it into the channel. In this case, the window is arched, so the board's going to kind of go in at an angle, and you're going to slide your first board all the way over. Just like that. You're going to go ahead and take your second board. In this case, is a full board. You'll notice it still has the groove and it still has the tongue. Place it in the channel. Slide it over. All right, now this is the most important part. You would think this is your next board you're going to put in, but that's not the case. You're going to put in your last board first. Again, 4 3/8, and he went ahead and took another 3/8 off for that tongue. And you're going to slide it into the channel. Now go ahead and get it over tight. This is the most difficult part. In order to have a really nice tight fit, notice that this board still has the grooves and the tongues. You can cut this however you'd like. We've actually cut this and it's pretty tight. So as you notice, it's going to be a really tight fit. Right? Don't be afraid. Alright, from here, what we want to do is move all of the boards to the right away from this wedge plate. Thing you want to do is insert your wedge plate into this notch. All right, that's going to keep the boards from moving over to the left. The last thing is our notch plate. All right, pretty easy. You also have a wedge plate for the 8-inch notch as well. Finished. We'll flip it over so you can see the grooves. And that's how you insert a 2x6 tongue and groove into